But,
So far, so good. That's what I said.
and like I said before, now with Blockbuster video gone and all that stuff, now you can't go down and request your video anymore. But now with streaming service here, I've been getting a lot of Facebook messages asking me, is that you in the movie The Money Pit? Suddenly this movie from mid-80s is resurfacing. And I thought you guys should have that story too, because it's just one of those, it's so out of the blue. Because around 1985, when we have a summer with absolutely no shows, we get the phone call from one of the big movie studios in Hollywood that they're doing a movie in New York. And they're looking for a rock band just to be part of it. So we show up at auditions and stuff like that, and then we sort of get the parts, and we're like all excited, thinking this is going to be our break. We didn't get the record deal, but now we get to be part of the movie, starring Tom Hanks and Shelley Long, of all people.
That's so funny.
And just as we are about to celebrate and going out and having a cannoli and a cup of coffee, they tell us, and you're going to be dressed up as gigantic flies. Yeah, just hold in this. Where's you going with this story? So for the next couple of months, we're going down once a week to be fitted to these suits we're wearing and these gigantic fucking fly heads. And suddenly we look at each other and says, nobody's going to know it's us. Why don't they just hire some idiots instead of a rock band? And then their drummer says, well, we're the fucking idiots. We said, yes. And I tell you, man, those fly heads with this huge, it probably cost about $50,000 each. We could have been the new Kiss. The Flies. With 2 S's. I can see the money from you right now, competing against that band. And this is sometimes because Hollywood have never been good at placing rock and roll in its true format. They always want to fuck with it. Like, for example, you need to have a girl in the band playing tambourine. Right there, you should know this is not going the right way. A girl playing tambourine in a heavy metal song. Okay, so then we get to the day of finding the shoot. And now we understand, because the movie's called The Money Pit. Tom Hanks is losing all his money and it's go down this hole. And one other thing is that he's managing a rock band and that's working the wrong way. The stage is a gigantic Venus flytrap plant. Like 1 meter of foam, gigantic tongue and stuff like that. And the drum kit just kept falling over and over on each other. And for hours and hours we had to reshoot, and finally the director comes up, he says, this is not really working, is it? He says, well, we don't really think so. And he goes, you have your own stage clothes with you? He says, we don't go anywhere without that. So over the next 2 hours, they rip this stage apart, and the costume designers sit there crying because the flies are leaving. And suddenly we're just out there dancing around like we would be on the stage of or something like that. That's the story behind that thing, and that saved us financially during that summer. So next time you watch The Money Pit, we're going to come in and out very quickly, but it is white line in that song.